It's time for a redneck rant. Today's rant is going to be about getting old. And for you young people, you laugh and you joke about getting old, but it's going to come get you. In 20 or 30 years, you're going to remember this rant and you're going to think back, man, that redneck was correct. But before I get started, we got to do this correct in social media fashion. So, got my stuff ready to go. Let's get on to the rant. The first thing I want to talk about is stuff that I used to be able to do when I was young, I can no longer do. For example, I used to be able to get up in the morning with no training and go run a half a marathon and then have a few beers afterwards and just kind of laugh it off. Now I'm happy if I can get up and make it to the refrigerator without feeling aches and pains. Also, when I was young and in the military, we used to go out drinking on a Thursday night, stay out all night long, get back to the barracks at 5:30 in the morning, throw on our PT stuff, and then go out and do our physical activities for the morning, jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. And now when I go out drinking at night, I'm looking forward to getting back by 10 p.m. so I can go to bed and get some sleep. The other problem is with getting old is that when you suffer injuries, it takes forever to heal. And what do I mean by that? Well, a couple years ago, I took a trip with the family to Hawaii. And after finishing a hike, of all things, I was walking back to the car in the parking lot and twisted my ankle. It took about 4 months for that ankle to heal. It sucked. Now, again, when I was young, I could twist my ankle on a Friday and go play basketball on a Saturday and not even think about it. Last week, I was mowing the lawn, and now my back is so sore, I can barely walk. And I was on a riding lawnmower, of all things. Some other things that kind of suck about getting old. When I was young, I used to enjoy to go to museums to learn about history. Now when I go to a museum, I go back to relive my past when I was young. Kind of remember those things that I may have forgotten. The music I used to grow up listening to is now only found on classic rock music stations. Now the good news about that is that music is still better than the garbage they play on the radio today. That's right. That's what old people used to tell me when I was young. The other thing is movies. When I was younger, movies were fantastic. They would push the issue on social, the things that was in society that people were really kind of afraid to talk about, but the movies would bring it out and satire it. So, for example, racism was one. And nowadays, people are so scared that they're going to offend somebody. You got these movie executives making movies that the people that they're trying to pander to probably aren't even going to watch it because it's not their genre of movie. And you don't believe me? Go watch Blazing Saddles and then tell me what you think. And then when you're done being offended, just realize that Richard Pryor helped write the screenplay for that movie. And if you don't know who Richard Pryor is, Google it. You may actually learn something. Now, another thing is, when I was young and I served in the military, I was in the first Gulf War. Now, the scary part is my doctor probably wasn't even born yet when I finished serving in the war. Now, he's got the gall to tell me I should live a healthier life and I should do things to, lose weight or reduce my cholesterol. I'm like, really? But I tell you the truth, I'm just happy if I get up in the morning and not hear my bones crack and those type of things. I guess, again, in a way, I probably could live a little bit healthier life. Now, finally, do you want to know if you're old or if your parents are old? Then answer this question. Do you know what a party line is? And if not, or if you do, I should say, do you remember having to pick up the phone and listen to see if the neighbors were on the phone before you used it? And if you can remember, when you wanted privacy on the phone, you had to get a 15-foot phone cord so you could walk up the stairs and sit on the stairs and have some privacy when you were talking to your boyfriend or your girlfriend. So now that I've finished my little rant about getting old, I'm going to go relax and put some ice on my knees. And I'll be back here again next week for another Suburban Redneck Rant. Oh, yeah. PSA, you need glasses to read when you get old.